Hey everybody, it's Clayton again, coming back with a new video. It's been over a week since my last video was posted. Sorry, just things have been going on with the family and with what's going around right now. So I've been having to put more focus currently on my work and things like that and family. But I wanted to dive in this video specifically and talk about one new stock that I'm going to be picking up during all of this fluctuation. How I seem to have been wrong on Carnival, and I think Carnival is going to be one. I'm going to hold on to it, but I'm definitely not buying any more in the future. I'll go into that. And also, as you can probably see on the screen right now, M1 got a new look. It got a facelift, an upgrade, however you want to look at it. I want to go into all that, but before I do that, I really want to thank everybody. I've passed 100 subscribers. I've said this before, I never thought I would get to this point, at least anytime soon. I started this channel at the end of January, and we're just in the beginning of April, and I've already got 100 subscribers, and that blows my mind. If you're new to the channel and you like the content you've seen, please give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to drop a like on the video or subscribe for more content. I'm going to continuously be going over my portfolio every week, sometimes usually 2 times a week, going up regardless of my portfolio was gaining money or losing money. As you can see now, I'm down $721, but my earned dividends are now up another $3 at $14.40. This is a dividend investing channel, and yeah, let's just jump into it. So as you guys have seen, M1 Finance has done a little bit of a facelift. So it looks like they've, from reading their notes, they've kind of just touched up the website, made some changes on their end. Pies look a little bit differently now. As you can see, there's no more drop down. There's just a few things they've changed. It's nothing drastic from when I've gone through and looked at it. Everything's about the same. I did get my payout of Coca-Cola and SPHD. These are 2 stocks that I plan on holding, as I've said, forever now, for the rest of my life. I like both companies a lot. And yeah, that's really pretty much it for M1. They've just made a big kind of cosmetic change that so far I like. I haven't had a problem with it, but we will see. And then, I don't know, we'll go into it. But now I want to dive into one that it's under commercial. It should be under travel. I have to contact Florida Blue. I have to contact M1 to change it, but Carnival. Carnival's a stock that I've talked about before. I made a whole video on in the past. And to me, as the news gets worse and worse for this company, it's just not looking good. I was just pulling up a little article I was reading about it, where it says, how will they do with all of this industry being wiped out? And currently, they are down 80%. Their market value is down 80% from where it was the start of 2020. That is a huge drop in 3 months. Oh, 4 months, I guess, technically. 3 months and 5 days. I'm recording this on Sunday. That's ridiculous. And it's understandable why they are. There's no question. But today, or at least I saw the news today, this may have been announced a few days ago, they've already declared that they are pausing all operations till May 11th. So we've still got another month and a week and a half till they even start to put any cruises back on the water, which, let's be real, it's probably going to be longer till May 11th, but that's what they're putting today. I think it's going to be a lot longer. It's going to be very hard to get the consumer back to do cruises. This isn't really the first time that people have gotten sick on cruises. That tends to happen a lot. So it's going to be difficult. And this is one of those stocks that I felt really comfortable with, thinking that through all of this, that they may make it through. I still think they'll be okay because they are like the leader when it comes to the market sharing, when it comes to cruises. But I just don't know anymore. Like I said, I'm not investing anymore. I'm going to hold on to them. There's a possibility that in a few years that they bounce back. They've bounced back through a lot of other problems. You guys may remember with Carnival when the plumbing broke. Essentially, people were in their own waste, and they had to rebrand, put a lot of money into their cruise ships, and we'll see. They've bounced back from a lot of these situations before, but nothing similar to exactly what we're going through now. So I don't know with Carnival. It's one that I'm willing to say that I swung and missed on originally because I thought it was a steal, and then more and more news just kept coming out week after week after week. And unfortunately with them, this isn't really their doing, but you also have to have a consumer base behind it. And as you guys have probably read with Carnival, that most of their ports, they're based away from the United States. Yes, they dock in Miami or they dock in Tampa and Cape Canaveral and places like that. But when it comes to the United States, when it comes to how they are taxed and everything like that, and their employees, most of the cruise lines aren't set up as U.S. companies. They're outside companies, so they don't get hit by as many taxes. They don't have to stick to the minimum wage laws as strictly as they do if they were to hire United States employees, things like that. So you've seen in a lot of the news that they're not getting any of this bailout money yet. Now, that's not to say phase 4, phase 5, or who knows how many phases they'll come. Maybe they'll get a hand of it, or part of it. But as of right now, it looks like they're not getting any help. And if they don't get any help with this, I don't see how they recover anytime soon, if maybe even at all. I'm not saying that Carnival's going to go out of business, but I really don't know. I don't know how you change the consumer mindset now of where we've been at. So that's where I am with Carnival. It's a stock I picked up a little bit of. You can see here I'm holding it at $66 worth. Nothing huge at all. It's actually quite minimal. What does that break down to when it comes to actual holdings on my shares? What do I have? I have... Wait, where's Carnival? I probably passed it. Carnival Cruise. Where's Carnival? Am I blind? Oh, right here. So I've got seven shares worth. I had $229 into it, and now it's valued at $66. That's how much of a hit I've taken. That's where most of my portfolio has fallen off, is strictly just from Carnival. But again, we'll see. I'm going to hold on to this for the long run. I just don't, as a dividend investor, I'd stay away from cruise lines personally. I'm not going to invest anytime soon until maybe some more news comes out. But that's where I am with Carnival. Now, one thing that obviously I want to talk about was the Dow this week. It was kind of all over the place as usual. It was a calming week compared to what we've seen over the last few weeks. We've only had a change of, I think it was, down 3%, so 600 points, which seems like a lot usually, but that's been nothing compared to what we've seen over the last month. Let's just go to the last month itself. Look at the ebbs and flows that we have, where it spiked 25, then goes down to 21, then back up to 23, 20, back up to 21, down to 18, back up to 22. It's been all over the place. So this last week, only down 600. It still is unfortunate that it was down, but it was a slower decrease, I guess. But with the job numbers coming out of 10 million people applying for unemployment, and that's just going to continue to rise as this continues to go on. And we don't know what's coming down the pike. We keep hearing of more and more places closing, more and more places letting people go, as more companies are starting to hit that window of where they're covering pay until mid-April. That's going to be passing very shortly. So the market likely will in my opinion, will start to fall pretty dramatically. But who knows? Nobody can ever predict the market. And people who tell you they can are lying to you. If they could, they'd be multi-million, billion trillionaires. It's just one of those things where they say they can, but it's a guess. And to me, I think they'll go down. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just entertainment purposes if you're watching this. And please don't take what I say as gospel. Do your own research with everything. Now, one stock I wanted to go into that I'm picking up, let me go to my portfolio and go back to stocks. One stock that I wanted to grab. So I've had AT&T, and I really like AT&T, and I like where they're going, and I like what they're doing. But with the 5G initiative that's starting to roll through, I wanted to get my feet wet a little bit with Verizon. So I'm still keeping, as you can see, AT&T at 70% of my pie when it comes to telecommunications. But I wanted to add Verizon into my portfolio because I think Verizon and AT&T, I think, are going to be the two dominant ones when it comes to 5G currently. And they both seem to be ahead of the curve when it comes to just how they're growing their companies, steps they're taking, be it the cash they've got on hand, be it the companies they've acquired, things like that. So that's why I like both of these companies a lot. AT&T obviously is one I'm still want to invest in more heavily than Verizon, but I wanted to get my feet wet and put some stock into Verizon as well and kind of have both players in this battle. And as you can see with Verizon, why I like them, first off, let's look at their stock recently. So over the last year, where everybody's been up and down all over the place, Verizon's peak, as you can see, was $62. The lowest they've hit through all of this was $48. So it's not been that crazy of a time for Verizon. They're already back up to 54. Before this news hit, they were at 60, let's just go 62. So yes, it's a drop, but from what you've seen, the percentage of the rest of the market, Verizon hasn't had much of that big of a hit compared to the rest of the market. And that's to be expected. People are still using their phones. People are still using the services. They're introducing 5G. So it's not a shock that they didn't take a huge hit when it came to everything. Plus, currently their yield's sitting at 4.5. And with their history, you can see they've grown for 15 straight years. Pay ratio, they're only paying 50% of their is going towards the shareholders. So they've got plenty of wiggle room there. And like I said, the dividend history, we've got it where every year it's slowly increased. It's a quarterly payment, and it's one that I really like. And yeah, I think they're one that can go forward with AT&T, and they'll be ones that are staples in my portfolio going forward. And then that was the gist of most of my video. I wanted to say to you guys, as I kind of addressed in the beginning, I really, really do appreciate all the love and support I've gotten. The 100 subscribers, it blows my mind. I really can't thank you guys enough, be it from the Facebook groups, be it from if you just stumbled across this video through YouTube recommendations, friends, anybody, however you got here. Actually, you know what I'd like to do? No one's probably going to do this, but for the few that may want to, I'd love to see in the comments below how you found my channel. Obviously, I know though I've got 100 subscribers, usually it's a small percentage that watch the videos, others tend to come in, but I'd like to just hear from anyone watching this video that's made this far. How'd you find this video? Was it through recommendations? Was it through posts on Reddit or Facebook? I'd just like to see. I'd like to kind of see where the base is coming from. I see through the analytics, but just for my own kind of entertainment, I'd like to see where people are coming from. And as I always say with every video, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or email me at my email claytonscash89, that's claytonscash89 at gmail.com. I'll answer any question. If you want to be on the show, or if I feel the question is adequate for the show, I'll definitely ask you first before I put it on. But yeah, for everyone else, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for watching my content. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for being supportive. I really can't say it enough. I hate that it sounds like I'm just praising you guys or that I'm kissing up. But through a time like this where everyone is kind of stuck to themselves, I'm with my family, obviously. But it's amazing to see the community feedback that I've gotten through Reddit, Facebook, even comments. And I really do appreciate it from everybody. And I hope everybody stays safe, is careful, and has a great rest of this week coming up. Like I said, today's Sunday night, and I look forward to talking to you guys later in the week. And thank you as always, and have a good evening.